Detective Samuel Red, they used to call me. The city's streets were my domain, where shadows danced to the rhythm of whispered secrets. But amidst my workings as the city's highest-ranked detective, there's another world I left behind, tucked away in the corners of my mind. And today I bring you to hear the story about the case that changed my life forever.
Samuel, darling, won't you take a break? It's been hours since you've even looked at me.
Sorry, Sarah. I've got a deadline to meet. Chief's really breathing down my neck on this one.
You're always working, Samuel. Don't you ever miss the real world? Don't you ever get tired of having your nose constantly in your papers?
This is my world, Sarah. This is what I do.
Let's be delivery boy. I'll get it.
And what I said was absolutely true. Detective work was my life. I practically had a second home at the office. Hell, I'd spend multiple days there. Countless sleepless nights just working on my cases. The other detectives thought I was some kind of lunatic.
Detective Jack Ramey. I mentored him on many cases. Kid knew what he was doing. I always saw a bit of me in him. Morning, Ramey. Up bright and early today, huh?
Chief said I had to come in early today. God knows why. How long have you been here, Red?
Like 4 days now. My God, I've used these papers as a pillow.
Well, I should probably go see what the chief has in store for me today. I'll catch up with you later, yeah?
Yeah. Good luck, Ramey.
See you later.
See ya. If I knew what was about to happen, I wouldn't have had that big smile on my face.
Ramey, my office. You know where to go. Kid, before I give you the news, I need you to promise you won't tell Detective Red about any of this, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Look, Ramey, Detective Red's wife has gone missing. This is gonna be a huge case for you, but I can't put any other detective on this case.
Wait, okay, I'm honored, but you couldn't have just put Red on the case?
Ramey, son, I can't put Red on this case. He's a suspect. I doubt he did it, but legally, I can't put him on this case. Just don't go telling him about it. I don't want him getting involved in this mess. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now get out of my office. Sarah Red needs you.
Ramey! Hey, what did you have to say?
I'm on a big case. I gotta go though.
Oh, come on, I practically raised you. You have to tell me.
It's a missing persons case. Chief said I can't tell you who it is though.
Strange, I thought. Why can't I know who Ramey was looking for? God, if only I knew then and there. Later that day, I walked back to my house. The delivery boy was passing by.
I'm really sorry about what happened to your wife. I hope you can find her soon.
What?
Your wife soon. She's been missing for 3 days now.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I've been gone.
And suddenly it all clicked. The missing person was Sarah, and now I knew why Ramey couldn't tell me. I wasn't allowed to work on a case about my wife.
I was the one who reported her 2 days ago after she didn't greet me at the door. I looked through your guys' window and nothing.
Kid, did you see anything? Anyone? I need answers now.
No, it was just like she just disappeared.
I rushed inside. I called my wife's name.
Sarah! Sarah!
To no avail. My mind was racing. I didn't know what was happening to me, so I tried to put on a record of my favorite music to calm me. It didn't help. Just like that record, my mind was spinning, looping the same horrific thoughts. Was she dead? Who could have done such a thing? Why is this happening?
I needed to find my wife, so I started on my own investigation.
So, Mr. Madison, you claimed to see Sarah where?
Yeah, Swear to God, I saw her at a park.
And at which park was this?
The one off of Main Street. The one where they filmed that movie at.
And what exactly was she doing there?
Just sitting on a bench.
So, Mr. Madison, I'd like to thank you for helping on this investigation.
Detective Red. Raimi. What you doing here with Mr. Madison?
I was actually here to see him myself. You really shouldn't be here, though. He's part of the case that I can't tell you about.
Mr. Madison, I'm gonna have a word with Jack Ramey outside. I'm sorry. Ramey, come on.
What I was about to do next was one of the biggest regrets of my life.
Ramey, you've got to let me on this case. I mean, this is my wife that we're talking about here. Come on, you just got to let me on.
Detective Red, you investigating this could get you and the whole department in trouble. If Chief finds out about this, he's gonna fire you.
Rage built up inside me. My emotions began to get the best of me.
Hey!
Oh.
I needed to solve that case. The poor kid was on the ground when I made him give me any leads he had. Seemed as if he was as far in the case as I was. I walked away, not even helping him up, and I went to the park Mr. Madison told me about. A sense of urgency coursed through my veins. Mr. Madison's revelation can be the breakthrough I needed to crack this case wide open. With each step, my mind raced with possibilities. My determination to solve this case and find my wife driving forward despite the risk of losing my job. I had a distinct memory on this bench. It was when my wife and I were newlyweds. We admired birds together. And on this day, I observed something that would pique my interest. The wedding ring I gave my wife. This felt incredibly odd to me. If my wife was kidnapped, why would this valuable ring be laying here? I knew my wife wouldn't just take it off and leave it here on accident. This felt deliberate. I don't know if it was from her or not, but I could feel I was getting somewhere.
Well, Ramey, I'm proud of you, kid.
Thanks, Chief. That was a really difficult case, sir, but I'm honored you put me on it.
Well, you were clearly the right person to do it. I'll be having a word with Detective Red tomorrow.
Hey, Ramey, get in here. Ramey, where is my wife? I need you to tell me.
I was bittersweet. I was heartbroken that I didn't solve the case, but my wife had at least been found.
She said that she wanted to meet you by the dock tonight. That's all she said about you, though.
I mean, well, what happened? Ramey!
That's a conversation to have with her, Detective Red. Not me.
Sarah.
Detective Red.
Sarah. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am that you're here. What even happened to you?
I'm going to be truly honest with you. I hid. I knew the only way you would remotely care about me is if I was involved in your work. You never cared about me. You just wanted a wife because everyone else in your office had one. You only wanted to be the detective that saved his wife so you could look like a superhero. I tipped Ramey off about where I was. He told me you assaulted him and broke your office's rules. I knew you couldn't resist this case. It's gonna get you fired, and it's not like you're undeserved of that either. You wasted a decade of my life, so I'm gonna be taking the one thing you truly loved during this marriage.
I was speechless. I could do nothing but watch Sarah walk away as my world crashed down on me. In that moment, everything I had ever worked for seemed to slip through my fingers, replaced by the harsh reality of my own failures. But amidst the wreckage of my shattered world, a glimmer of hope flickered faintly in the darkness. This was the wake-up call I needed, a chance to reevaluate my priorities and rediscover the things that mattered in life. Sure enough, I was out of the detective job. And now, as a last-ditch effort to right my wrongs, I've told you this story, to spread the crucial knowledge of setting your priorities straight. I, Samuel Red, am guilty of having a skewed line of priorities. And Sarah, if you ever come across this message, I'm sorry.